Peace. Y'all know the M.Reck room etiquette. Pound that like button. We live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. We got breaking news. Nicki Minaj get what her hands call for. Jay-Z responds by using the powers that be to silence her. We gonna get into that right after this intro. Run it up. Oh man, it's getting spooky out here. Salute to the Wreck Mob. We here, all right? We're gonna go into this intro, this all-in M.Reck China Black intro on all streaming platforms. Go run it up. We're gonna get into the news. Let's get it. We taking calls. Call me up 310-692-9055. All right, let's get to this all-in intro. And yeah, let's get it.
Dissing, we don't see the competition. I drop off a ransom note that your art is missing, nigga.
Pay us in full with the money, or she gon' get her fingers clipped off like Lil Sonny,
Mrecktv.
Peace. Salute to the Wreck Mob. We here. Okay, we live on Mrecktv, the livest channel in the world. Okay, with the livest host, and we give the people a voice. Let's get to it, right? So I know a lot of y'all probably heard about the Nicki Minaj, putting out heated tweets, towards Jay-Z and Rock Nation and all that. She also put out there that he owes her up like 100 to 200 M's, so forth and so on, right? So we're going to get to all that, but let's get to what Jay-Z and the powers that be allegedly did, okay? They didn't waste no time to put the muzzle on Nicki Minaj, okay? All right? And Jay-Z is not going to get into a heated back and forth with nobody, especially not a Nicki Minaj. He's not going to be in no heated, Instagram live or Twitter tweeting back and forth. That's not his style. He going to approach it from a corporate aspect. All right? He got the power. He can make certain calls. He got her water turned off. Okay? At least that's what she claims. Let's go to that tweet. You know what I mean? There was a lot going on yesterday. Run the lights up. We live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. Run it up. I'm taking calls. But let's go to that tweet. I got it right here. Salute to the Wreck Mob. Here we go. So, Nicki Minaj, this was, if it's like almost 11 a.m. now, this is in the wee hours of the night, 13 hours ago, okay? So, Nicki Minaj tweeted out, can y'all see it? She tweets out, Barbs, it looks like I've been locked out of my Instagram. So, the calls is coming in early. Hold on one second. Hold on, caller. Let me get you tapped in. Hold on one second. Let me get you tapped in. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Boom. Put that there. Okay. Peace. Hello? Peace. Caller, you there? Y'all calling, but I don't know what's going on. Peace. All right, so I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing because y'all calling, you're throwing me off. So, Nicki Minaj tweeted out, Barbs, it looks like I've been locked out of my Instagram. I guess she wanted to go live on Instagram last night. Twitter, you can only tweet out images and, tweet out videos and stuff like that, video links. But Instagram, you can go live from your phone, on camera. So I guess she wanted to really address her fans and address the world about these Jay-Z allegations that she's been making on Twitter. But she tried to go live and she was locked out of her account. So, you know, this what she said like 4 days ago. She tried to go live and her numbers wasn't adding up. Her numbers was very low. Like she has a huge following on Instagram. Let me pull it up real quick. But call me up. I'm gonna get my man JR on the line. Christy, you could call up too. But I'm let's go to Nicki Minaj Instagram. So look how crazy this is, right? Nicki Minaj, let me put the number on the screen. Nicki Minaj has 224 million followers on Instagram, right? Ain't that crazy? That's like a 250 million, damn near. A 250 million followers on Instagram, right? So she tried to go live, and the powers that be and Jay-Z allegedly shut that down. Because you got to think, even if she get 1% of a 250 million people tuning into her live, it's crazy. Because 10% would be like 25 million. 1% would be 2.5 million. So they wasn't going to allow that. So, them tweets are still up. But the fact that she can't go live from her Instagram allows you to know they wanted her silence. You know what I'm saying? So now Twitter is like the wild, wild west. You dig? Elon Musk, he's on the other side of things. Jay-Z and his team, and they on the left side of things. You know what it is when it comes to those politics. If you know, you know. You know what I mean? You got the red side, you got the blue side. You know what I mean? So they ain't really got no power over there on Twitter because Elon Musk and them, that's their thing. But now Instagram, that's a whole different story. You know what I'm saying? They could pull some strings and get your water cut off. So hold on 1 second. We got people calling in. Peace. Hello? Hold on 1 second. I don't know what's going on. What's going on with these calls? Hold on. Caller, you there? What the hell is going on with you? Let me restart this app because for some reason people calling, I can't hear them or they not talking. Maybe he's on my side of things. Let me try to call my man JR because I know he be writing exact. Let me see. Something is, I want to get the people speaking on this because nobody caught it. Me, I be waiting for people. I saw this, early this morning, but I'm like, damn, nobody's covering this. I'm like, the fact that when I covered the Desiree putting out there that Rock Nation was allegedly bankrupt, nobody covered that. I'm like, what's going on? And then when I looked at the Breakfast Club today and the way they titled their video and the way Charlemagne, I'm gonna just keep it real. I know homie, but he was caping for Jay-Z. He was caping for Jay-Z real hard. And they admitted to Nicki Minaj not being covered by the blogs. Like her putting this information out on Jay-Z and it's not really being covered because she spoke on that. The Breakfast Club admitted to that. Like, yeah. It's crazy. Like, hold on 1 second. Let me make sure. The powers that be. He said that's
Yo,
JR. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Let me make sure you tuned into the live. I gotta share it. All right, Wreck Mob, can you hear JR? JR, say something.
what's going on, Wreck Mob? Yo, peace to M.Reck, peace to Wreck Mob, and peace to SJ, man.
All right, salute to SJ and all that. Salute to the Wreck Mob. Can y'all hear JR? Put a thumbs up if you can hear JR. Put a thumbs up if you can hear my man JR. JR, say something again.
Yo, you guys can hear me?
Y'all gotta put a thumbs up. Can y'all hear? Okay. JR, I see the thumbs up. Let's get it. They said it's an echo. Why is it an echo? Hold on. An echo. Is it an echo, y'all?
I don't hear an echo, though.
Me either. said you can hear him, but it's a crazy echo. Why is it that? That's crazy. All right, yeah, JR, do your thing.
Oh man, I just noticed that you was live, man. So what did Jay-Z say? What was his comeback?
Well, his comeback was this. You know, Jay-Z is never gonna get into a heated back and forth with nobody. So his comeback was cut her water off. So she tried to go live on Instagram last night, and hold on, they say it's echoing. Hold on 1 second. Is that you, JR? They saying, I don't know. Hold on. What's going on? Oh, maybe I got I know what's going on. Let me see something. All right. Is it good now, y'all? Because maybe I had another window open.
Oh man.
Yeah, my bad, y'all. We gonna get it right. You know, sometimes things happen. JR, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
You ain't got a headset on, right?
No, I got a headset on. I'm driving.
Okay. All right. So you good. I did everything on my part. I'm going to just mute my mic and let you rock. JR, so Jay-Z used the powers that be. According to Nicki Minaj, she said she's locked out of her Instagram. She tried to go live, like, you know, in the wee hours of the night, but she couldn't get in her Instagram.
Damn, well, I was asleep yesterday. I listened to the whole live yesterday. Y'all was going in, but yeah, man. I mean, listen, Jay-Z's a powerful dude. He got powerful connects. I've been saying this for a minute already. You know what I mean? Jay-Z is part of that. He's part of that Hermetic order. You know what I'm saying? And they know this. Nicki Minaj knows this. She's not gonna touch on it for real because that's touching too high up in power right there. You know what I mean? So, but you know, Jay-Z got a lot of ends with a lot of powerful people. So it's not a surprise that he turned her water off like that. It's not a surprise, man. It's, you know what I mean? It's not a surprise.
Yo, hold on, hold on. They saying the echo's crazy. If you can't, call me back, bro. Call me back.
Let me call you right back. I'll call you right back.
Let's do it. All right, y'all. I see a lot of people calling. Let's get it. Pardon self for the echo. I'm trying to get it right. Sometimes when people call, they may have echo on their side. I may have echo on my side. Sometimes it's going to be some technical shit. And then, you know, the powers to be. You digging what I'm saying? You know, for some reason, let me see. And then connected to an agent. See? And then the powers to be, like I said. Peace.
Peace, Mrecktv, man. You hear me better? Yo, I'm still echoing?
Yeah, I think you clean now. Wreck Mob, can you hear JR? Wreck Mob, is JR clear? Yeah, JR, say something.
Peace. Am I good now?
Is he good now? Still echo. What the fuck is going on? Is that the powers to be flexing on me? They flexing on me?
They must be, man. This is shit crazy.
Hold on 1 second.
Hold on 1 second, Reck. I'm gonna try to get off my earpiece. Give me 1 second. Let me pull over.
Yep. Hold on 1 second.
Let's try that.
Yeah, hold on. Let me look at the settings too. Let me see. Audio. I got echo.
Reck, you here?
Yeah, I'm here. I got echo count. Yo, you know what I'm gonna do? Let me take another caller. He said, hold on. He said, they said you clear.
Hello, Reck. You there?
Clear now. They said you clear now. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna take another caller. Yo,
Reck, you hear me better now?
Yeah, they said you was good. Like right before you got off the last call, they said you was good. So can y'all hear him clear now, y'all? Like whatever you did,
yeah.
They said you clear now.
All right, copy. Now I was just saying, man. You know, Jay is part of that Hermetic order, man, and that's a tough nut to crack, and he is embedded deeply with those dudes. They make a lot of money off of him, and they use him to influence the people. So you know, when you coming at Jay so direct like that, because he was coming at Jay's neck. He
Oh
was coming
man,
at him directly.
crazy.
When you coming at Jay's neck like that, you gotta understand that the powers that be also don't like it because they saying, yo, this is the guy we use to peddle our wares to the black, to the black populace at large.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So I could see them turning her water off for that because she was saying a lot of little things. Yo, you gonna have to answer to God if you calling this man whole. Peep game.
Mm-hmm.
Peep game.
Mm-hmm.
They, it ain't like that because that Hermetic order, they don't want you to believe in no God. They want you to call him whole and disrespect yourself like that. And disrespect the Most High. You know what I'm saying? So, there's a lot of little things at play. He ain't good to the black community. What is he doing to build up the black community? Exposing that. They don't want you to look, man. She was taking off the emperor's. She was exposing the emperor and ain't got no clothes on, bro. Like, you feel me?
Pause.
Pause. But you feel what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, I definitely feel what you're saying.
She's pulling back that curtain, B. So, look, man, it's not a big surprise, man. But y'all was cooking yesterday, bro.
Oh man,
y'all was cooking yesterday.
Nah, salute. I was trying to call you. You know what I'm saying?
I know, man.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, I was asleep. I woke up. I said, oh yes, I got some content. Let's get it.
But you see, I always keep you in the loop. You know what I'm saying? I told you like the official host of Mrecktv. You hold me down, and I got that contribution too yesterday. I appreciate that too. Thank you, King.
Oh man,
you know what I mean?
Love is love, man.
Love is love.
And by the way, I did get your alert today and yesterday. When you called, I was on the other line. So that's the only reason why I didn't even know that you went live. I was actually on the phone.
Yeah.
So that's why I didn't even peep it. You know what I mean? Outside of that, I would have been on deck already.
You good, my brother. I appreciate you. So I'm gonna get another caller. They said you sound good now. Whatever you did is good money. So keep it like that anytime I call. For some reason it had an echo. You know what I'm saying?
Copy that. It probably is because I was on the other line. Like I clicked over, and the other person probably didn't hang up. So. That's probably what it was.
Exactly. All right, my brother.
But say less. I'm listening now. If anything else come up, I'm gonna tap back in. But love is love, and Wreck my peace.
Peace.
SJ peace, and M.Reck. Keep it going, brother. Peace.
All right, my brother. Peace. Let's get it. The line's on fire. Peace.
Yes.
What's happening?
I finally got in contact with you.
Talk to me. Talk to the people. Let the people know who you be.
Yeah, this is Miss New York from Queens, New York.
Miss New York from Queens, New York. What's happening? Talk to me.
Yes, let's talk about what's happening.
All right, hold on. I want you to go in, but I want the people. Make sure the likes is matching the people in the room. We got over 1,200 people in here in less than 18 minutes. Run it up on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. The like button costs you nothing to hit, and it costs you about 2 seconds of your time. So let's get it. You got the floor.
Yes, it's so strange that all of a sudden now Jay-Z has so much to do, but who is doing all these things for him? That's the question. We have too many situations going on. Let's not even talk about Tory Lanez. Not talk about Biggie. Let's talk about allegedly the woman that had his baby and died. That's 3. And let's not talk about one of his sons that, quote unquote, he's been getting shot at, and now he has a case in court. Let's not talk about his daughter allegedly was paid under the bus to keep quiet. He does have an older daughter. It's so much stuff. And let's not talk about Jay-Z, the way he treated his best friend. I want to know, how is that him and his friend got locked up, but nowhere for Jay-Z to be found, but yet still, back in Marcy, Jay-Z friend got on the stand and told on someone that had to do 25 plus years. That recently came out. It's a lot of things.
I gotta say this. I gotta say this to protect the brand. Allegedly, we gotta just say that, okay? Allegedly, but keep going. Keep going.
Yes, allegedly. It's so strange that someone that did 25 plus years, one of his friends got on the stand. Not only that, while they were fighting for their life, there was a big thing going on back and forth with the front and the back of Marcy. So he's been doing a lot of things for years. Do I love his music? Yes, I do. But we have a problem him doing the things that he is doing.
Now, Nicki said a lot of things, and it's a lot of things that stood out, and I'm gonna pull it up, but I'm gonna say it because I don't want the lines getting crossed, because every time I try to, pull in Twitter, the lines get crossed. It's a lot going on, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull up some of these tweets, and I know this tweet directly, rubbed them the wrong way. Pause. So this tweet right here, she said a lot, but this one right here, because you could tell he loves hip hop, regardless of what, So she tweeted out, right? Dear hashtag Jay-Z and Deseret, you ruin hip hop, you ruin football, you ruin basketball, you ruin touring, you ruin Instagram. Look, you ruin Twitter. The jig is up. All of this is alleged and for entertainment purposes only. She put that out there so she don't get sued, right? But the fact that, look, you ruined Instagram, and then she tried to go live like hours later and she couldn't go live. She was locked out of her account. So that it lets you know she not wilding.
No, she not. And you know what's so crazy? Who just bought Live Nation, huh?
Who bought Live Nation?
Okay.
Who bought?
Who just bought that? Who tried to get a 40 something number loan, huh? Let's not talk about that. Let's talk about all the rappers. Let's go from 9, Casanova, Tory Lanez, Aaliyah. Oh yeah, Aaliyah. Allegedly. Okay, and the last one, Big E. How you got there, huh? And you're not a friend of who? You're not a friend of? You're not a friend of Bad Boy Guy?
Oh, word.
Okay.
Word.
We need to get the records and Marcy going, okay? And Bleak, Bleak has only been sent out to send something. But guess who might be doing most of the work behind? Ta 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 ta.
I hear that. Hold on. What's your name again?
New York.
No, you say your name is New York?
Yes, New York, Queens, New York.
Okay, hold on. We gonna put that in there. I like that. New York, from Queens, New York. She ain't coming. She came with the smoke. Okay.
Oh, and another one. I wonder how Bobby Slaughter went to jail.
Damn. Cause yeah, Bobby was putting out some allegations against Rock Nation as well. That's a fact. Wow, right. You got a point.
But my point is, a lot of things go on, but why are you messing with innocent people's life? So guess what? I think it's that time now. His life comes to front page. Okay, not to remember his alleged son. You basically tried to garnish his godmother house. Allegedly, he was 23 when that young lady allegedly was in the teenager age.
Allegedly.
That had a baby.
Yeah.
And not to mention, I've heard he has a couple of kids down the tri-state.
Damn.
But okay.
I hear that. But New York, I appreciate you tapping in. I'm going to tap in with you from time to time.
One more thing. And let me leave with this. I want to know, how was there so many calls being called to Nicki Minaj home all this time? Huh? I want to know, how did Nicki Minaj's husband have to go back on paperwork? I want to know that. But the truth shall set you free, and God sees and God knows. Everyone have a blessed one.
Have a blessed one. Appreciate you, New York. Peace. Let's get it, y'all. Salute to the Wreck Mob. Line on fire. Peace. We're going to do this a minute or less because the line's on fire. Let's get it.
If Nicki Minaj has a claim, she should sue Jay-Z. That's it.
What's your name?
My name is Karen.
Karen, where you calling from?
Florida.
Thank you, Karen. Peace. Karen was in and out. Karen wanted to get off the phone in 10 seconds. You know what I mean? Let's get it. Salute to the Wreck Mall. We live. Hold on. I'm live. Hit you right back. Let's get it, y'all. Lines on fire. See, this is the thing with this app. When it get crazy, it start blocking out. Like, say, for instance, let me see. It should be ringing right now, but when it get overworked, I can't even get nobody to get through. Hold on. I may have to refresh this app, y'all. Bear with me. Hold on. Peace. Peace.
Peace.
What's happening, fam?
What's going on, man? What's going on?
Do me a favor.
M.Reck, man. What's going on?
Everything good. Mute your audio, please. Mute your audio, please.
Yeah, I got you. Is this nudity?
All right, so we got to do this quick, good brother. We're going to do this 30 seconds or less, right? Because we got a lot of callers. All right, before you go, though,
Nope.
I got to tell the people, run the likes up on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. All right, cost you nothing to hit that like button. Let's get it. So caller, state your name, where you caller from, keep it clean. You got 30 seconds or less.
All right, man. My name is Nicki King. All right, I got a YouTube channel called Born in Mrecktv. I call in to let you know, M.Reck, man, you the truth, man. I had my boy Gene Dill say a little something for me on my thing, and he represents you. I like what you're doing. As far as the Jay-Z and the Nicki Minaj situation, listen, man, I'm the dude that was in the Keys video as a fighting inmate. So I'm an aspiring actor, and I know how this industry works, man. Just by being, and you know, if you're not willing to get your hands dirty and get your spirit dirty, you ain't gonna go far. Nicki Minaj knows what it is, man. She should just play by the book or just close the book altogether. You know how this goes, man.
Understood.
There's no secret, man. You got celebrities, man, doing broadcasts. We can't even broadcast no more because the industry is effed up. The industry's polluted. You know what I'm saying? So I want to hear that, man. Anybody who gets to where they at in this industry, they know what they had to do to get there.
Got you.
That's all I got to say, man.
Appreciate you. Solo. I just want to make sure, is everybody coming through clear or is it echo, man? I know I'm good, right? Wreck Mob, is my mic? Peace.
It's good, right?
Everything good, good brother. Where you at, driving?
Yeah, it's Crazy K. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I just want to make sure the people can hear you.
All right.
Can you hear the caller?
No doubt.
Good money? Okay. All right. They said you good.
Yeah,
Let's get it. You got 30 seconds, my brother. Let's get it.
All right, Ben. All right. Listen, man. Bro, we got to deal with the actual facts, bro, and not the actual feelings. I'm not the biggest Hov fan, but at the end of the day, I'm a big fan of Black people, and I don't support any mess that we engage in. I don't condone it. But what I see is that we have an appetite to see us on the cross, bro, and that we got to check ourselves, bro. So I'm gonna leave it with that.
Okay.
And let's just wait on the facts. Wait on the facts, man. And if it come out that this man is guilty of all that, then so be it. But if he does come clean, not you.
Hear me out. Because when you put out certain stuff, because people could just be coming in at this part. This live here is just talking about she's being silenced on Instagram. She's locked out. So I don't want nobody getting twisted. This is what this live is about. Anything other than that, that's not what I'm covering today. You feel me? I'm just covering Nicki Minaj tweets, and then Nicki Minaj saying she's being silenced by being locked out her Instagram. So I don't want nobody getting it twisted because it'll be 1,000 people coming in the minute that you start speaking and thinking that's what it is. I don't want nobody getting it twisted. You feel me?
I appreciate it. I respect it. And good looking out for that, bro.
No doubt, family. Appreciate you. All right, peace. Yeah, over here, man, I got a job to do, but also we got to keep things clear here. Everything right and exact over here. Peace. Janie B on the line. What's happening? What up, though?
What up, though, M.Reck?
I'm chilling. So, Janie B, man, talk to me, because you're gonna give the people the raw, what unfiltered. You know what I'm saying?
The raw deal Holyfield over here.
Yeah. So when Nicki Minaj said Jay-Z ruined hip hop, football, this, that, and the third, you ruined Instagram, and then her Instagram account locked her out, or she was locked out of her Instagram account. What's your thoughts on that?
I believe Jay-Z calls some people and pulls some plugs. But she's not the first one that he did that to. Anybody that speaks against him or Beyonce get flagged.
Wow.
Like anybody that goes to them, that's going against the grain. But going against the grain for me, and I'm just going to say this because this is how I feel. Going against the grain to me is upholding somebody black because they doing bull crap just because they black. Let's call a spade here.
Let's call it.
We not taking up for nobody black that's doing bull crap.
Talk to him.
That don't mean we don't love black people. I love all my black people. But when you doing F stuff, I'm not on your side. And how many people have he walked over and trampled over and took from that was black? When we gonna really call out black for doing wrong? Behavior should be up. Beanie Siegel should be up. What are we talking about here? He messed over DMX. He retired and then squashed the man's music. Like, when are we going to start talking about these people doing other black people wrong? Them black people was employing a lot of people too. Am I wrong, M.Reck?
You're right. Now, look, I got to say this. Allegedly. I got to say that to protect the
Allegedly.
You know?
Allegedly.
Yeah. Got to say that to protect the brand. But go ahead, continue on.
I'm just saying, DMX said out his own mouth, Jay-Z wanted him over where he was. He came to where he was.
Correct. DMX did say that.
Then he retired. And then he picked out a solo song for the world to hear. And then they didn't market it. And then he came out of retirement and put an album out right on top of the man's music.
But you know what I saw recently that I haven't seen when DMX was alive, but I saw this recently. I seen a couple of people reporting that Jay-Z cleared debt. I mean, and this was Rough Riders. I don't know. I know he has a relationship with them, but they said Jay-Z cleared DMX $12 million debt. You dig what I'm saying? And this came out recently, like the last week or so. So, you know, I don't know if that's what you call that shit called. You know how when your PR fix things for you.
And that's what I'm saying. That's the marketing that he should have did for DMX when he was out here. I don't even believe that. Then this me saying, I don't even believe that. I believe that Jay-Z and Desiree Perez, allegedly, because we on your channel, but I believe, my opinion, Janie B, Jay-Z and Desiree Perez stepped on their necks and they had to say this.
Hold on, I got the word. Salute to the Wreck Mob. Salute to CJ the Cat. Damage control is the word. You know, when your PR fix your public image and your public perception. Yeah. So I don't know if they was doing damage control for Jay-Z, but this came out recently, and I'll probably pull it up and play that. You know, the Rough Riders, they claim that Jay-Z cleared a $12 million debt that DMX had with the Def Jam, you know?
That's crazy because the man went away from here broke. So if you cleared it, I mean, listen, M.Reck, if we speak facts, right? If he died broke, you clearing that for Def Jam, how is that helping his family? If I'm gone and you want to do something for me, M.Reck, or if I want to do something for your kids, I'm not worried about your debt. I'm just going to set up your kids. You're not here no more. That debt is going to be washed away somewhere.
Yeah. So look, now you got people in the comments saying this to me. I'm going to get to other callers too. Mrecktv, be careful, bro. Look, I've been on this time. You feel me? I'm putting the truth out. I ain't got nothing against nobody, but I call it down the middle. That's everybody know that's what my platform is for. So anything
exactly.
Listen, I don't care what the Breakfast Club do and Drink Champs, all them. Listen, I do what I do. I put myself in the game. You dig what I'm saying? I'm for the people. I'm for what's right. I'm gonna call it down the middle. So I don't know no other way. You feel me? So
and what you got to be careful for is you're not speaking nothing but the truth. And when you don't know it to be the truth or have receipts for it, you not only tell us that, you said yourself. So what are you being careful for putting out information that's been out there for decades? It's people out here that I've been talking about this for over 30 years, not the Rock Nation part of it, but Jay-Z, Diddy, and a few other people in the industry, because I've been adjacent to them through other people, like people in the industry bringing their cute friends in. I was that friend. Okay, so I've been talking about stuff that's been going on in the industry for over 30 years. I'm 56, by the way. So when I'm telling you this type of stuff, this ain't hearsay or what somebody told me. I was privy to it. So ain't nobody sued me yet, M.Reck. And I ain't asked for no money. I ain't tried to sue nobody for no money. I just tell people what I know to be a fact. And on your channel, I respect you and your business. So I say allegedly.
Correct.
But if Janie B know what she talking about. This ain't something I just brought up because they got Jay-Z in the field right now. People all around me know everything that's been going on right here. I've been telling them that for years. And they've been squashing this man and his people been squashing everything he could behind the scene, paying bloggers to say this, that, and the other, allegedly. But people been saying stuff greater to try to dial down what people really saying the truth. And he's been pushing people ahead of him, M.Reck. Every time he got a scandal, he pushed another person ahead of him. He pushed another person ahead of him. Okay, now Desiree going through something allegedly. She pushing him out there. Why am I going to protect you when I got to protect me? So allegedly, but the fact is out here.
That's a fact. Janie B, I appreciate you. We're going to get to these other callers. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
All right.
All right, peace. Let's get it, y'all. The line's on fire. Peace.
Peace, how are you, man?
Salute, fam. How you?
Yeah, what's up? It's Richie Vegas calling from New York.
Let's do it, Richie Vegas, man. Speak your piece. We got a lot of callers. Let's get it.
All right, so two things Jay-Z got to do immediately, because right now Beyonce is looking at the whole shit, and looking at it and saying, okay, if he slept with this girl at 15, I don't want anything to do with that. If this Rock Nation thing with this lady that owns Rock Nation is going as is, I don't want to do with that. What Jay-Z should do right now, Beyonce, you need to get a divorce from me immediately so you can get half. I don't know what these feds are going to do with all the rest of my money, but I'll ride as long as I have to do, even if I have to go in jail, but they're not taking all my money, because that's where they're coming after right now.
I hear
that's about it.
I appreciate you, good brother. Salute. Let's get it, man. We're going to keep this course. We're going to keep these calls short and sweet, y'all. We got 1 million people calling. Mute your audio. Mute your audio, caller.
How you doing, Red? This is Miss Tracy from Southwest.
Tracy.
Philly.
Southwest Philly in the building. Miss Tracy, you know how this thing go. You got 30 seconds or less, so hold your breath. Let's get it.
Great. Let me first say this. When this man, Jay-Z, was coming up, he was humble. After he got up in stature, he would even speak to people. He would give them the same look. We're going to get past that. This is allegedly, but that ain't allegedly. In Chicago, when they did the vouchers and stuff for the children, do you know how much money he took from them kids? And he tried to do it here in Philly. And let's talk about that proper way freedom thing he used to give. How much money he took and didn't get back into the community. He has a lot to think about. If you want people to respect you, you have to give respect. You don't get up in stature and forget the small people who got you there. You speak to people. You acknowledge people because that's who got you there. And he forgot all about that.
Gotcha.
Have a good day.
Have a good
Love you.
Love, Tracy.
Bye-bye.
Peace. Let's get it. The line's on fire. Run the lights up. Mute your audio, please. Mute your audio. Caller, please. Mute your audio, please.
Sorry.
Yeah. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, you live. State your name, where you calling from. You got 30 seconds or less.
This is Momo. Hey, Wreck Mob.
Momo, what's up?
Hey.
Where you been at?
Speaking. I've been here. Where you been at?
I've been here. Don't start that with me. Cut it out. Hold on, Momo. Why your phone sound spooky? What's going on?
My phone does not sound spooky.
I hear myself in the backdrop.
I don't have anything on.
All right, Dad. You got the floor. You got the floor.
Okay. So, I mean, let's be honest. Pimp C told us about this nigga a long time ago when he said he had to film Big Pimpin' in a different location because he didn't want to film with Jay-Z. So, we know that they're going to try to blackball Nicki. That's what it is. They're going to try to blackball her.
Why you think that's so?
Because she's being vocal and she's speaking out about things that are going on that he is in charge of, and you know who made him the music messiah? who voted him in on that? I need to speak with you. We didn't vote for him. We didn't vote for him to be the music messiah. So we need to deny his application. And I'm tired of looking at Beyonce. Is there somebody else that can get up there? I'm tired of looking at her.
Hey yo, Momo, I got you locked in. Look, you sound low, but I got you locked in. And I'm gonna call you behind the scene because you know we're supposed to do this, but I got you locked in. I'm calling you today. All right?
Yeah, right.
I got you. I'm telling you, I got you. All right.
Bye, Rob. Thank
Peace.
you.
You're welcome. Let's get peace. Hold on one second, caller.
Hi.
How you doing? I got have people think I just be capping, saying anytime when M.Reck say he gonna call you back, it ain't gonna happen. Nah, I'm telling you, I'm calling people back. I just got a billion things going on. You know what I mean? But I'm calling. State your name. Where you calling from?
Okay, this is Foxy Brown from Brooklyn, New York.
Foxy Brown. Talk to me. Well, hold on, Foxy, why you sound a little muffled? You got me on speaker or AirPods?
I got you on speaker, yeah. Is this better?
We got to hear you crispy, Foxy.
All right, how's that?
Yeah.
Good?
So when you say Foxy Brown from Brooklyn, New York, you got to clarify that because they may think you the rapper Foxy Brown.
No.
Okay.
I'm actually in the chat. I asked for the phone number, so I'm following your show.
Got you.
So I just wanted to say it's just like a world stage, right? It's like one act after the other, right? You have the Diddy, you have Nicki Minaj, you have Cardi B, you got all these people that one after the other, there's a next thing going on, and it's taking our attention away from what we normally do daily, just to pay attention to the stuff. Like they're not relevant anymore, so they're trying to make themselves relevant by putting out stuff like this. I think they all eat together, chill together, and they come up with a plan to stay relevant. Because most people say hip hop is dead. So I don't know. I just think let's just see what happens after this. There's going to be a new thing right after this one.
Got you. Thank you, Foxy Brown.
All right.
All
right. Have a good one.
You too. Please. Lines on fire. Let's get it. Run the lights up. Run the lights up. Salute to the Wreck Mob. Call me up. Lines is on fire. Okay. The ladies is calling up. The homies is calling up. 310-692-9055. If you're new to the channel, you are now Wreck Mob. You got to subscribe. Okay. You become family. It's a lot going on here. It's a lot going on. There's a lot going on over here. Movies, TV series, and all that. Caller, state your name. Where you calling from?
Top of the morning, M.Reck, Panther Jones.
Panther Jones on the line. My brother, you know how this go. You got 30 seconds or less to hold your breath, but let's get it.
Copy. I want to play devil's advocate real quick because I hear people saying that Jay-Z and Puff, you know, they jerk their people and stuff like that.
Okay,
But I want to say that like when it comes to the other people, the other folks, and this is America, you know what I mean? Like the wolves, I mean the sharks on Wall Street, people don't say nothing about them when they jerk people out of a whole bunch of money, like Bernie Madoff and people like that. And like they get away with billions, and like and then it gets swept under the rug, and nobody and everybody forget about it. Now, I'm not saying that Jay-Z is right or whatever from getting over on their people, but people got to understand Jay-Z grew up around his people. He didn't grow up around other people. You understand me? So he wasn't like Puff. If they grew up around other people, they and them other people had talent, I'm pretty sure they probably would have got to them and jerked them. But they wasn't in a radius to get over on them type of people because they are from where we from and the talent is here. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know what I mean? Like they jerk their people and stuff like that, but I mean, like nobody don't say nothing when they do it. And I'm not saying you're supposed to jerk your own people and stuff like that. We all know it's wrong, but nobody say anything when the other people do it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just tapping in with that. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. I appreciate you tapping in. You got a point, valid point. All right. All right. Peace. Let's get it. Salute to the Rec Mall. We here. Run it up, run it up. We live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Hit that like button as soon as you come in. Let's get it. Peace. Mute your audio, caller. Mute your audio, please.
I got you.
All right, hold on 1 second. Shouts to D Harlem. Shouts to D Harlem on the super chat. Appreciate you. He said Jay too quiet and sneaky. He owes us an interview. He owes us an interview. Facts. Let's get it. Caller, state your name, where you calling from. Let's get it, my brother.
D Harlem is D Harlem. You know what it is, B.
Oh, that's you. That's crazy.
You already know, B. You all tapped in, man. Don't do that.
That's the universe. I gotta lock you in with this new line. Hold on, I got you locked in right here. But go ahead, D Harlem, you got the floor, right. And I appreciate the super chat.
Yeah, but you already know, man. Jay got too much going on. Every time something happens, he's always in the background pulling strings. We know, but we never see it. We never hear it. So it's all allegedly. Too many people keep talking about him. Too many things keep coming up. Same thing with Puff. All we did was go through that and see that was a public humiliation. Okay, now with this, people getting tired, bro. People is tired of seeing these gatekeepers do what they do. You shadow banning them. You taking them off the radio. You taking their spins out of the downloads and all of that. Like, come on, bro. How long we gonna put up with this? Like, when the last time he had a real interview with somebody that's gonna ask some questions that we all want to know? What happened in that elevator with you and
Solange?
With Solange, you know what I'm saying? What's up with why you ain't answering nobody? Why you so quiet? What you hiding?
Yeah.
When you going not? And we don't want no interview with Nori because we know you paying Nori. We know you one of his sponsors. We want an interview with somebody that's not affiliated with you, that's going to ask you and hold you accountable to everything that we want to know. We got you rich. You didn't get rich because you wanted to get. No, we bought your albums. You owe us an explanation. Like, come on, what's up, B? Like, when you gonna give us a real interview?
See, that's why they got to pull up the Mrecktv, because that's when you're going to get the real interviews. You know what I'm saying?
They not going to do that.
They know that.
They not going to do that, man. You look at his partner, Desiree, like she going through what she going through. Look at her history, though. Check her background. Why is you doing business with this? So we already know how you moving, B. Like, come on. You still ain't answer that question. And not saying that he owe anybody nothing as far as financial. You owe us an explanation or a conversation.
Definitely.
Should I say you owe us a conversation, bro?
That's a fact. You definitely owe the people that. The people that put you there, you definitely owe them a conversation. I agree with you on that note. You know what I mean? But D Harlem, that was powerful. Appreciate you on the commentary and the super chat. Got you locked in, bro. So everybody that I say I'm calling them back, Watch, I be calling everybody back, and y'all better be ready. D Harlem, be ready when I call you out the blue to get your assessment. Look,
got you.
Look, you know what the consensus is? When M.Reck say he gonna call you back, he never gonna call you back. So when I call people back, I don't want to hear nothing. But matter of fact, D Harlem, you can attest to, haven't I called you back? If you called the show and I missed your call, haven't I called you back?
That's a fact.
Okay.
That's a fact.
Okay.
Especially if you tapped into the Mrecktv. If you tapped in and he know your name and he locked you in, he definitely gonna call you back.
Okay. Thank you, my brother. Ain't no cap.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you. Ain't no cap over here. Salute. Salute to the Real Divine. Salute to the Real Divine. She said the live is fire. Mute your audio, caller. Thank you, Real Divine.
Yeah, I did.
She said the live is fire. Caller, state your name, where you calling from, and you got 30 seconds or less, so hold your breath. Keep it clean. Let's get it.
Yeah, Jamrock Mike from Jamaica.
Jamrock Mike. Hold on, Jamrock Mike. You running with the name I gave you. Jamrock Mike.
You're the one who, you're the one who I was born under you, man. You're the one who grew me up, man.
No doubt. So we got Jamrock Mike, you know what I mean, courtesy of M.Reck. I named him that. Jamrock Mike, man.
Yeah, man, you gave me life on the internet.
Look, you got a minute or less.
Right.
Yo, what's hold on?
What happened is that
Jamrock, what's that in the backdrop? It sound like a walrus. You at a zoo? What's going on?
Oh, I have a son. He has Down syndrome.
Oh, my bad.
He can't speak.
My bad. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, man, not a problem, man. I understand.
My bad. I'm sorry.
I don't feel offended or nothing, man.
I didn't know, bro.
He's cool. I love him, man. He's good.
Yeah, God bless him.
He's good. Yeah, no problem. What happened is that I didn't know what Jay-Z response was, so I was just wondering if you could go over it. And I know I only have a minute. Only one thing I wanted to comment on, because I did hear this part, is that people are saying, it's not only that hip-hop, people are saying that hip-hop is dead. Just this I want to say is that hip-hop is not a human. You know, this is a movement that has come through. In fact, they say hip hop even came through the dancehall thing, and this is a hard thing to kill. It's almost impossible to kill hip hop. You're talking about, you understand, because it's not an individual. It's not like you can cancel, you know, Bill Cosby or you understand. We're talking about hip hop here.
Correct.
You know. So, you know, you're talking about Biggie, Tupac, Run DMC, Melly Mel. It's a movement. It's very difficult for humans to you know, cancel something like that. And I just want to tell people, just keep it in mind, because even though it may can get sick, or you understand, but to die, it had tremendous, you know, coming back power. It recover easily. And Jay-Z or P. Diddy, they ain't that powerful to kill what is happening. So I hear people like Jason Whitlock talking about hip hop is dead and this is a new thing is going to come on and replace it. I'm just laughing at these people. I know I only got a minute. So the only thing I was asking, you know, if you can I just want to hear what Jay-Z's response was.
I'm going to reiterate that, but I got you, my brother. You've been rocking for a good 3 minutes or so, but I got you. I'm going to do it when I get to the next caller, all right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Thanks.
I got you. You're welcome. Salute to my man, Michael Jamrock. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know his son had a condition, you know what I mean? Pardon self. You know, I'm going to leave that alone. God bless that youth. Peace. Caller, state your name. Where you calling from?
Peace and M.Reck, it's JR again, B. I just want to make a quick response back to something real quick.
Okay, JR, let's get it.
Yeah, it's just two things. The first thing is the brother who had called up, and it's peace to him, salute him, not trying to come at him or nothing, but when he said that we want to see black people tear each other down, I kind of don't agree with that. I just think that, you know, we want good people in these positions because what they do is influence not only some of the youth, but now they influencing a lot of the adults, particularly in today's day and age. So you want the right person to be given that influence. You don't want a bad person who's moving and who's moving in the shadows and who's moving, you know, on some demonic time to be giving that kind of stuff out. That's all I want to say to that. And the second thing is to my brother Panther Jones. You know that's my brother. I just wanted to say the difference between Wall Street and let's say a thing like where Puffy did to Jadakiss and the Locks, what he did to them brothers, or what he did to Mace. Locks and Mace and them brothers, they have a platform where they can get this out to the masses. When you're talking about Wall Street, them brothers can't. Who they gonna tell? You see what I'm saying? Who they really gonna tell about what's going on with them? So it's a difference when you have a voice and when you don't have a voice. And I just want to put that out there. All right, yo, Rec. Peace. Thank you for letting me chop it up.
JR, not a problem. You my brother anytime.
Thank you, brother.
All right,
Peace,
welcome,
man.
brother. Peace. Let's get it. The line's on fire, okay? Salute to the Rec Mob. We here. Run it up, run it up, run it up. I got a lot of new changes happening to the platform, but first and foremost, watch that So Reckless show on the Viral Network. Okay, the link is in the chat room. Go watch it. Go run it up. Salute, salute. Right here. I'm gonna put it on the screen. That's the new show. Shouts to JR. He just called. But the So Reckless show. Go watch that. The link is free. The link is gonna be in the chat room. All right. Run it up for me. Salute to the Rec Mob. I did a exclusive interview with Gene Dill speaking on things he never spoke about. Let's get it. I got the next guest coming. All right, peace. 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 All right, I guess the caller is not saying nothing. Next caller. Y'all got to be ready. Make sure you have your audio muted when you calling, okay? But y'all got to be ready. When y'all call, I'm going to go answer. Peace.
Peace, M.Reck.
Peace, Janie B.
You remember that video that Cameron did with 50?
Which one exactly?
He did an interview with 50 talking with Flea on his Welcome Back Network. But they broke down some of the stuff that Jay-Z be doing behind the scenes, even to people like 50. He was doing stuff to 50 and Cameron.
Now,
I don't know if you caught that part of it, but
do me a favor. Give me the timestamps when you can, if you can watch it, because I'm gonna be live.
I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna go back and look it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna be live for a little bit. Give me the timestamps and I play it on the show.
Okay.
I appreciate you, Janie B.
You're welcome.
All right, peace. Let's get it. Run it up. The line's on fire. Okay. Salute to the Rec Mob. I'm just somebody who's general. I call it down the middle. I don't get no checks with Nicki Minaj. I don't get no checks with Jay-Z. But I have a job. I work for the people. The people want it down the middle. They can't go to the Breakfast Club and get it down the middle. They can't go to Drink Champs and get it down the middle. You know why? Because it's politics. They have relationships with these people. Me, I'm going to do it down the middle. I done met everybody in the business. Met Nicki Minaj, met Jay-Z, but I do what I do. I put myself in position. I'm going to cover it how I see it, down the middle. So if Jay-Z responds with the powers to be to cut her water off, we're going to cover that. Nicki Minaj decide to put Jay-Z and Desiree Perez on blast on Twitter, we're going to cover that. So forth and so on. But a lot of y'all don't know the difference. Peace. Peace.
Yo.
Yeah,
yo.
Caller.
You hit? All right, what's up, man? This is Raw from the Bronx, man. I was just basically saying that, you know, when people become celebrities, they gotta understand they sign up for everybody to be in their business. You sign up for everybody, so we all gonna have our 2 cents to say. The other brother that called like 4 calls ago, he said something about like niggas done bought your albums, did all that. Like, you feel me? Put you there. So I agree. Like, we need some interviews. We need to hear some. I don't know, bro. I was born in '88. I grew up listening to, you know, Reasonable Doubt, all that shit. You feel me? So I'm kind of disappointed in hearing a lot of, I look at Jay-Z personally. I'm a fan, like I said, but it just hurts my heart how private he's become. He's very private now, and it's my whole thing is like, you a celebrity, of course you got fans. We gonna want to know what's going on, man. Like, what's going on? Talk to the people. You feel me? You signed up for this, and there's no disrespect. You feel me? I don't want you to get flagged or anything. I'm not putting Hove down. I don't know him personally. The same thing like with you. Feel me? I don't know these people personally, but just from a fan point of view, we like, yo, and I'm from the Bronx. I'm from New York, so it's like, bro, of course we want to hear what's going on with Hove. You know, he overseas, he doing his thing and all that, but you know, them people ain't gonna question him like how back at home, how we want answers. What's going on? You feel me? But that's all I got to say, though. Yo, M.Reck, man, keep doing your thing and all that, bro. You feel me?
Thank you.
And yeah, man.
Do me a favor. Do me a favor, man. Since you see, I show up for the people. Make sure you watch that Make sure you watch that new M.Reck So Reckless show. All right. The link is in the chat room, and let your peoples know to tap in. All right.
All right. There's no doubt, my heart. You know that.
All right, my brother. That's all I ask. I appreciate you.
All right.
Luke King.
All right.
Let's get it. I need the Rec Mob tap into the new show. I need Devon tap into the new show. I need everybody tapping into the new show and leave me comments on this live or just in general what you thought about the new show, So Reckless, on the Vira Network. Go run it up over there. Go crash that app. It's free. Okay? Click the link and you can watch the show. But nevertheless, caller, state your name.
What up, man?
From you got 30 seconds or less, so hold your breath because the line's on fire. What's up, fam?
M.Reck, what up, man? It's Flash from the X. You heard?
Flash from the X. That's a fly name. Flash from the X. That's kind of hot.
Yo, good looking.
You feel me? Flash from the X. Yeah.
Hey yo.
Yeah, gang. Let's get it, bro.
I'm hearing a whole bunch of stuff. I'm gonna try to watch my mouth, but I'm gonna keep it raw as I can keep it in the time that's allotted to me.
Okay.
Now look, I just heard the last caller sit here and call another grown man. He born in 88. I'm born in 89, bro. Like, yo, are these people reading? You're really calling another man Hove. Do you know what that means? You're calling him God. Like, like people gotta get into their books, bro. Why are you addressing another man as God, bro? What is wrong with y'all? Are you serious? Like, are you seriously serious? Like, come on, bro. And I want the people to research this concept, agent-based modeling, and apply that scientific concept that falls under game theory to everyday life and society. And then you'll see that the celebrities are agents that people are going to model. Think of the Roman gods and the Greek gods, but just alive. That's celebrity culture. Come on, bro. Y'all got to wake up. What are we doing? All the information is here. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves, bro. You born in 88 calling another man Hove. What is wrong with you, bro? Like, use your brain. Y'all brain dead. But that's what I wanted to drop.
I believe
based modeling.
I believe Hove is short for Jehovah, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. Maybe he flipped and bounced it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, exactly. Yeah. Jehovah's a name. Is one of the names that were Jehovah is a name for God. It's like an epithet for God. It's a few names for God. You got Ehyeh, you got Yah, you got Jehovah, you got Elohim. All of that is in the same vein. So when you call a person that's like the ultimate form of blasphemy against not nobody else but your genetic code, bro. Y'all gotta dive in these books, my man. When they talking about God, they're not talking about nothing outside of you. They're talking about your genetic code. So a cat like that, who whatever happened to him is like, yo, F the world is me against the world. Matter of fact, I'm God. Take me off my circle. So now as a person, as an individual, as a member of society, somebody who has gone radical, use your mind. X him off of your plate. Oblivion is his worst enemy, my man. Keep that man out your yard.
I hear that.
His worst enemy is oblivion. Don't pay that man no attention.
My man.
God bless.
Flash from the X. Salute, King. Appreciate you.
Yeah, you're ready.
Let's get it. Salute to the Rec Mob. We here, man. I'm loving the energy on this live, okay? Salute to the Rec Mob. Chancellor at large. He says, man, Hove is just a nickname, laughing out loud. People call Braun King. Don't think no one takes it serious. Jay been in the game a long time. He earned his spot in power. Salute to Counselor at large on the super chat. Appreciate you. Let's get it. Lines on fire. Salute to the Rec Mob. We here, man. I might rock out another hour because I'm loving the energy. Y'all loving the energy? You loving the energy and it's live and how I'm bringing it as well as the callers, the Rec Mob. Put the fire emojis up. If you want this live to continue on today and every day, all day for tomorrow and 10 years to come, put the fire emojis up because we're going to keep it going. Because everybody else, they don't want to give y'all the truth. Put the fire emojis up if you want this M.Reck live to keep going with the truth and covering everything down the middle. All right, salute. Thank you. I appreciate it. We're going to highlight everybody putting the fire emojis up, putting the 100 signs up that want to keep this live going. Okay, let's get it. We go salute to everybody. Salute. Appreciate y'all. All right, let's get back to the calls. Let me see if there's any updates because Nicki Minaj, she may want to put some updates out there. Let me make sure that I'm tuned in to her Twitter. Give me a second, y'all. I got the calls on deck. I may have to refresh this app. Let me refresh this app because sometimes when there's so many calls coming in, you know, the other calls don't get through. Let me refresh this app and then make sure everything is right and exact so the people can be heard. All right. I just refreshed the app. So y'all good? Call me up, but let me go through Nicki Minaj Twitter. Let me see what's happening with this tweet, with her tweets. You know what I mean? Let's see. So far, ever since she said she's been locked out, oh, she put out one more tweet. No, she put out another tweet. Let me read this tweet for y'all real quick. Okay, she tweets out. It reads, "Thank you to all the judges and lawyers who have helped my family and me. God bless you for doing what you could do to protect my son. I won't forget."
To protect my son.
Hold on, caller. Mute your audio. Mute your audio, caller.
Yes.
All right, hold on one second.
Yes.
Hold on 1 second. Let me finish reading this. She said, "Thank you to everyone at Republic for being amazing to me and helping me get back in the studio for PF2. So, wow, that tweet right there is powerful. We'll get back to that. But caller, state your name. Where you calling from?
Yeah, this big dog calling from Ohio.
All right, let's get it, big dog.
Oh no, man! I get everybody on the Jay-Z bandwagon, but at the end of the day, business is business. You know, M.Reck, you know, I love your show. I love what you're doing. But could you imagine if you had a $2.5 billion evaluation, all the people that work with you, that you done work with throughout the years? Imagine if people just started coming out the woodwork saying you did them wrong, you did them bad. This is the same reason why black people can't never have anything, because Jay-Z has a successful marriage. He's not perfect. No man is perfect. And the HOV is just only saying that he's the god of the game as far as rap business. People, come on, y'all, grow up. It ain't that people salute him and look at him as he's God. It's just that name another rapper who's did it big as him in rap. As far as corporations, business, putting people on is successful. So I just hate the narrative that coming down. Nicki Minaj's career is not going like even though she's successful and she's wealthy, it's just that Jay and Beyonce is on a whole other level. So she want her 200 million. But I just think that's wrong. You sign a contract to partner with Tidal, and Tidal was dissolved, and you sell the company, and you want all the proceeds when you was just a minority owner. By being a minority owner, you gonna get a minority portion of the revenue.
Correct.
Nas is doing a deal right now with a casino. He's not gonna own the casino. He's just gonna be a percentage owner. Now, if they buy Nas out, can Nas come back 10 years later and say he wants $300 million of the company? Come on, y'all.
Well, I'm gonna say
Thank you,
this.
M.Reck. Love your
No. Hold on.
show.
I like.
Okay.
It seemed like you got like some background in business. Let me know if I'm wrong.
Yes,
or
I
not.
do.
Okay. So
Yes,
look,
I do. Yes.
so I'm gonna lock you in. So when we talking about the music business, just in general, maybe you can give people some insight. So you know what? What's your name again? What's your handle?
My handle is just Lee Hudson. That's
Lee
all.
Hudson. All right, so we're gonna call you up on the business aspect of the entertainment, conversation. All right.
If M.Reck, if I signed you to a deal now,
Mm-hmm.
Prince did a good analogy on a live show on late night conversation based on business. If I signed you to a record deal and I was giving you 4%, 5% of your toner owners, and you agreed to the contract and you signed it, why would you come back 20 years later, 15 years later, 10 years later saying what you owe? I'm just saying America eats its babies. It's pathetic, for real. It's pathetic. That's why we as a society can never come up.
All right, yo, Lee.
But
I like your commentary, brother. Like we gonna build on the business aspect when it comes to these topics, and yeah, man. So be on point when I call you, man, because I'm gonna call you. You know what I'm saying? So
yes, sir.
So be on your A game. Anything that's in the anything that's on the on the market, like damn, M.Reck, man, you calling
I'm out
me
here
on that?
killing the game.
Okay, so we gonna build, good brother. Matter of fact, you just brought me to make sure y'all get that Mrecktv token, okay, in the crypto wallet. That Mrecktv token, run that up for me, y'all. Y'all gonna make money with me. Salute to the Rec Mob. I appreciate you, Lee. All right.
Yes, sir. All
right.
right. Yep.
Make sure y'all get that Mrecktv token. Download that crypto. It's in the Coinbase wallet too. We all gonna make money, but nevertheless, we'll get back to that. Caller, state your name. Where you calling from?
Peace. This is Wolfgang, man. I'm calling from LA, bro. What's good, man?
What's going on, Wolfgang? Why you sound far away, my brother? We need you crispy, man. You gotta talk directly in the phone.
Give me one. All right, how that sound?
Much better. Sound 100% better. Let's get it, Wolfgang. You got a minute or less, so hold your breath. Let's get it.
Indeed. Okay, bro. Well, yeah, man. Well, check this out, man. The whole thing with the powers that be, Silence and Nicki. Let me break something down to you real quick.
Let's get it.
I produced that interview that Jaguar Wright did with Demore Hadley, which is Desiree Perez's daughter.
Talk about it.
Yeah, man. So we were planning to do a 4-part series. We got up to part 3. Nicki shared it. She shared it amongst her followers, bro. Like that was a good look, even though her and Jag have kind of been, they were at odds some years back. She shared it last week because YouTube, and I'll just say allegedly, were messing with the numbers. We'll say it like that. Numbers did shot up. They shot up right after she shared it. That was a good look. But bro, all of a sudden, for whatever reason, my channel gets struck 3 times within 2 weeks by Desiree Perez.
Wow.
And this is not allegedly. They got rid of my channel.
Wow.
And yeah, man. No. I mean, hey, it's all good. I mean, I have a backup channel. I'm still up and doing my thing, but I had that channel up since like 2006, man. It's kind of like I'm talking to some attorneys about the legal aspect of it. But yeah, man, these people don't play. I understand. And like, I appreciate you. Cause like you said, you make yourself. I'm trying to do the same thing, trying to make myself, you know what I mean? Don't have to answer to nobody, but that's all I wanted to say, bro. I just wanted to throw that out there. Like,
we bill. I'm going to hit you too behind the scenes too. We got a bill. I got you locked in cause I got a new home, a whole new phone situation. So I got you locked in now. We're going to build.
Indeed.
How Jag doing?
Oh, she's doing okay, bro. Like just trying to keep her out of the whole situation. I think she'll be getting up and talking to Real Life sometime soon about her take on what's been going on with the Diddy stuff. But it's been kind of taxing on her, and you know how that is, man. And they still low key trying to intimidate and do what they do. But she's good though.
That's what's up. Tell her I said peace and peace and blessings. You know what I mean?
Indeed, for sure, man.
All right, no doubt, good brother. Appreciate you, Wolf.
Okay, man. All right.
Let's get it. Run the lights up. That's Jaguar Wright. Significant other. Wolfgang. But let's get back to the callers. Rec Mob, we over here. Peace. Get your audio. Get your audio, bro. Get your audio.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. I didn't think y'all was gonna pick up over there. So far, you can hear me now.
I can hear you now. We need you to talk directly in your phone because your phone sound a little spooky, my G. You good?
What about now, bro?
All right, sound a little better. So you got 30 seconds or less. So hold your breath. Let's get it.
Okay, bet. Right. First of all, this the Reckless Advocate. I'm calling.
Yo. I don't know what happened to homie. Homie, call back. Your shit cut off. I don't know. Your shit just cut off. Hey, mute your audio, caller.
What's up, my boy?
What up? What's going on, Anthony? Talk to me.
Yeah, I was listening to the show. Allegedly, I did hear about Jay-Z.
Yo, what?
Like kind of like.
Yo, Anthony, you gotta call me back. You got a lot of noise in your backdrop. Call me back, good brother.
You can hear me, my boy?
I can hear you, but there's a lot of noise going on.
It's straight now?
Yeah, you good now. There you go. Let's get it.
Yeah, I've been hearing like allegedly Jay-Z and Nicki Minaj been having like issues. She been getting blackballed in the industry.
Understood. You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. So you want to add to that?
Yeah, I feel like he did kind of ruin the NFL and yeah, hip hop though.
No doubt. Yo, Anthony, you my man, but the callers in the chat room, they like speed it up, bro. You talking mad slow. like spit it out, bro. Yo, you my guy. This call back. It's all love. You my guy. Salute. That's my guy, Anthony, y'all. That's, you know, if you been tapped into the show, that's just how Anthony do, man. That's my guy, Anthony from Chicago. Salute to the Rec Mall. We got my man, the host of the show. My man JR. What's happening, JR?
Yo, man. Peace, Anthony, man. That's my boy right there. You know, and I'm just gonna say it for him. You know, Jim Jones is a sucker. But anyway, yo, you know what I'm saying? That's my guy right there. But now I just call back real quick to let you know I sent you a little clip of 50 talking about Jay. Because I heard Miss Janie B. Yeah, I heard Miss Janie B call and said, you know, she was talking about it. So I just pulled it up real quick and I texted over to your phone right now. So
hold on, you
let you know that.
To which number? To this number? Because let me see if I can
yeah, to that number right there. That's 316.
Let's do this. What's the timestamp on that video? You got the video from Cam Page?
No, I got it from YouTube, and it's just the clip. It breaks down. The whole clip is just him talking about it. So it's like it's perfect. You don't need to go and find it.
Let me know what's the name of the YouTube. I'm gonna pull it up. Right. If you can look at it.
Let me see. Yeah, I can't send it to you. It's on your welcome. Is that?
Look, I'm gonna put it on. Text it to this number 646-397-7095. That's my business line. Hold on, look.
Wait, one second. Let me just pull it on up.
I'll put it on the screen. That's the business line. 646.
Copy that.
397-7095. Text it to that number.
Copy that.
All right.
Talk to you in a minute.
Good looking. Peace. Let's get it. The Rec Mob. I ain't gonna front. Rec Mob be putting in work for me. Salute. Peace. Salute to JR. Peace.
Peace.
You live on Mrecktv. Let's get it. You got 30 seconds or less, so hold your breath. Let's get it, fam.
All right. Real quick, so all I wanted to say was, right now, the game that's being played in the industry is big bank take little bank. This is all that's going on right now.
What's your name, fam?
They call me Skills out of the Chi-Town.
Skills from the Chi-Town. I appreciate you, King.
All right.
Peace. Let's get it. I like it. I like Skills from the Chi-Town. He was in and out. 30 seconds or less. Everybody's 30 seconds or less. Mute your audio. 914-317. Mute your audio.
Yeah, M.Reck?
Yeah.
John Mike back again.
Okay.
I see in the chat that your audience, they want to know who is the powers that be. Apparently, they don't understand it. I'm going to try to explain it, and you're here, so anything I got wrong, you can always correct me.
All right, Mike, just don't be too long-winded. Do me a favor.
I won't.
Speak directly.
I won't. 30 seconds or less.
Yes.
Yeah, so the powers that be is, they call them like, they're corporate. They can't, Wall Street, once, like if M.Reck gets so big that they see that, he's messing, they'll just buy him up. They'll try to buy him up. I don't know if M.Reck would sell, but these are the people who, I think they call them these big, like take for example, when McDonald's get big, you have these corporations that'll just buy them up and just put them on Wall Street, and they become a part of this big conglomerate company. So these are the people who they call the powers that be.
That's a fact. My brother, I appreciate you. Thank you.
That's it.
Salute, Mike.
All right.
All right, peace. Salute to Mike. It's funny, he said that. I just had a conversation about that before I went live, about the corporate powers that be. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he right. Let's get it. Run it up. My man Mike Jamrock. I named him that. You know what I mean? Because his name is Michael from Jamaica. They call Jamaica Jamrock. So I just call him Mike Jamrock. I be giving nicknames over here. Salute to the Wreck Mob. We here. Let's get it. Where we at? How long we been live? We've been live an hour and 22 minutes. I may rock out another 8 minutes or so. Still got 1,500 people in the building. Let's see if we got some more updates. Let me see if we got some updates. Let me just put something in Google. Oh, you sent it? All right, hold on. Let me see if I got that clip from JR. Let me go to my phone real quick, y'all. Let me see. One second. Hold on 1 second. Let me refresh it. Okay. Who this right here? Okay. So I got the clip from JR. Give me a second. Let me copy this to my other phone so I could bring it in on a live. JR, appreciate you. Thank you. Let's get it. I'm about to pull this clip in that Janie B spoke about and JR sent me. The Wreck Mob be putting that work in for me. Salute to Christy too. You can call up too. Let's get it. All right, let me hit this right here. See what's going on with this. Why did it take me here though? Hold on 1 second, y'all. Okay. Give me a second. I think it took me to the wrong place. All right, here we go. All right, I think I got it, y'all. Give me a second. Here we go. Salute to Janie B and JR for finding this clip for me. Salute. Let's get it. I'm gonna get back to the calls in a minute. Let me run this clip. It's a short, and Cameron speaking on, I guess, Jay-Z using his powers to shut shit down, I guess. Let me see. Allegedly.
Jay-Z told Dr. Dre, just for people who's not up on this, or Eminem, that he didn't want you to perform part of that Super Bowl they had a couple years ago. Why do you think that is?
Well, I just
threatened.
Possibly. Not even threatened. I think it's just when you take the competition from, like, our culture is competitive, man. It is, but I think when it goes past the music itself to blocking things in business, then I don't understand that. Like right now, you're not even competing for a slot. You don't have a new song out that he want to be on the top 10 or top 5, and you still competing. It don't make sense. Like, what are we competing for? What's the goal? Like this even like a lot of this, even a lot of the competitive stuff, or what we would call it beef, right? And it changed. That terminology changed when it's Biggie and Tupac, because we start saying the things that people would say that cause beef in the environment.
Right.
When before that they called it battling in our culture.
Right.
Right. Because that's what it is until it turns into some street shit. Like so when you're not competing for those things anymore, and you start looking and you're going, so what was the problem? You can't exactly remember what the problem was. That's what went through with Joe.
And when he says, "Oh,"
All right, that was a powerful clip. Thank you, Janie B and JR for doing the work on that. See, that's what I'm saying. I need soldiers like that. Wreck Mob, thank you for holding me down. We're gonna keep this thing rocking. Adding more context to the show. Shouts to JR and Janie B. Wreck Mob. Let's get it. Let me open these lines back up. See, Cameron and 50 letting you know Jay-Z be making those calls. Okay. Nicki ain't wilding. I know a lot of y'all be fanned out. Y'all want to believe it, but yeah, he made the call to whereas 50, he didn't want 50 performing at the Super Bowl. But Eminem requested that, yo, you want me to perform? Eminem and Dr. Dre. 50 has to perform. Hold on one second. Hello? Christy, look, you try to call the show number? Yeah. All right, I'm gonna call you from the show. All right, I'm gonna call you from the show right now. All right, let's get it. We're gonna get Christy O on the line. Hold on one second. Christy O, she be coming with that work, and she got a background in news, so we're gonna get her on the line real quick. Let me see. Let's get it, y'all. Run it up, run it up, run it up. We live. Let me get Christy O on the line. Okay, hold on one second. Let me type her number in real quick. I got you. Bear with me, y'all. I'm doing a billion things. Bear with me. Bear with me. Hold on one second. 3. Damn, hold on. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to type a number in. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. Let me call Christy O real quick. M.Reck. She hit me with Christy. Can you hear me? What's up? If you can't talk directly in the phone because you sound far away. Much better, much better. Let's get it, Christy O. Okay. Let me see. Hold on. Give me 1 second. You know you live. You live right now. So address the people. Address the hold on. Hold on. They can't hear you. Hold on. I'm sorry because I got to take this out. My bad. Hold on. Say everything you just said over. My bad. I got you.
So everyone knows what's going on with Nicki Minaj unleashing the past couple days with her tweets on social media addressing what's been going on in regards to her personal career and Rock Nation. Now, everyone who has been following and listening, it seems that Nicki Minaj has held a lot of this in but she is now telling everyone how she really feels. And honestly, I didn't know that Nicki Minaj was going through all of this behind the scenes, but it does bring credence to a lot of what D. Haven has been talking about, what Bobby Shmurda has been talking about, what other artists who have been signed to Rock Nation, like a Blue Cantrell. Those of us who grew up in the early 2000s, do you guys remember Blue Cantrell, who made that popular song, Hit 'em Up style? Hey, ladies, when your man wanna get up. Okay, we know what happened to her career. So if you want, M.Reck, do you want me to read the tweets that I sent over to you, or do you want me to just basically say it right now, like on the?
You can say it right now. You know what? Christy O got the floor. She has a background in news, and you may see her as the Mrecktv news lady. I don't know. We working some things out, but Christy, you got the floor.
Okay. So, guys, I want to quickly run down all these tweets and also give a little bit of background information. So, the first tweet, we've calculated about 100 to 200 million so far. Jay-Z, call me to settle this karmic debt. It's only collecting more interest. You still in my top 5, though. Let's get it, nigga. And anyone still calling him Hove will have to answer to God for the blasphemy. Now, if there's any Christians in the chat and with our Mrecktv family, those of us who know, in the Bible, referring to yourself as Hove, which is short for what? Jehovah, is considered blasphemy. No human being is supposed to refer to themselves as God. Nicki also says, I'm going to use some of this money Jay-Z owes me to send some of my barbs to college, pay their school fees and student loans via my hashtag student of the game charity. Looks like Nicki has been owed some money. And if you get a message to post hate or lies today on any platform, I'd advise you to just say no. They won't cover your legal fees. Just today alone, we've added 5 blogs and 5 content creators. I hope you got a lot of money saved up, Jay-Z, and I hope it's worth losing everything, including all of your accounts. Next tweet, depose Deseret. The judge granted a single deposition of Desiree Perez, but it's limited to 3 hours within the next 2 weeks. And Nicki responded to this tweet by saying, LOL, this didn't go the way they intended. Every time you try to get the attention on me for your own financial gain, it'll go back on the things you don't want it to. Oh, and there's a lot more, trust me. It's all fun and games until I want to play. You ruined hip hop. Oh, excuse me, dear Jay-Z and Deseret. This is from Nicki. You ruined hip hop. You ruined football. You ruined basketball. You ruined touring. You ruined Instagram. You ruined Twitter. The jig is up. All of this is alleged and for entertainment purposes only. This is from Nicki. Jay-Z, you let Desiree do a lot of evil to Black people, and you stayed silent. We used to believe you. You went out sad, nigga. This is all alleged and for the entertainment purposes only. Deseret, did you get that 40 million? You're 55 years old and you're paying for bots? Now, oh, Bot Nation. Now, Nicki is saying that Desiree is 55 years old and they're paying for bots. These bots are bots that Nicki is claiming that Jay-Z, Rock Nation, Desiree have been putting all over social media to basically say positive things about them or try to depose anything that's negative and putting about Nicki or anybody else on social media. So let me get this straight. Your so-called Black savior, Jay-Z, has a Hispanic CEO who was pardoned by President Trump? Interesting. So does that mean Deseret is a Democrat? Black people, I thought y'all hate all Trump supporters. Wait, did Jay-Z ever campaign for Kamala? Desiree, were you out marching with your fellow Mexican immigrants? Oh, right. you were pardoned by President Trump, so you kind of can't. I mean, it kind of implies you guys are cool with him while y'all seem to pretend to be against him. Democrats attacked me over my cousin's balls. Let's see if they have any thoughts on the Deseret pardon. Let's see if they have any thoughts on brother billionaire never campaigning for Kamala, even after Obama pleaded with the brothers. Isn't this the brother to campaign? So let's stop right here. Basically, what Nicki is saying, do you guys remember when President Obama went out to campaign for Kamala and said that Black men are not doing their job? A lot of Black men were talking about Trump. The Black male vote percentage was lower. However, even though the majority of Black men still voted for Kamala, but Nicki is basically saying when Obama went out and put a call out there to Black men to campaign for Kamala, Jay-Z, where were you? That looks a bit fishy. Now, in regards to my cousin's balls, I think when M.Reck read that yesterday, it went over a lot of people's heads. My cousin's balls, we'll get back to that in a second. This is the next tweet from Nicki. So wait, Jay-Z had Not Like Us playing at the Super Bowl after his CEO was pardoned? We got to find out who they is. President Biden posting Not Like Us after Deseret was pardoned by Trump. So when it comes to my cousin's balls, who is Nicki talking about? A lot of people didn't get it, but Nicki was talking about Colin Kaepernick. Okay, if those of us who remember, in 2019, Jay-Z and Roc Nation struck a multi-year partnership with the NFL. It gave Jay-Z the influence over the Super Bowl halftime show and control of the league's social justice initiatives. It was backed by a $100 million commitment over a decade. Now, at the time, Colin Kaepernick was still unsigned and he was blackballed after protesting during the national anthem in 2016 for taking a knee. Now, Colin Kaepernick's teammate, Eric Reed, shout out to Eric Reed, and Kaepernick's lawyer publicly criticized Jay-Z's deal as hypocritical and cold-blooded, since Kaepernick was not included in the deal and he also had not given approval. Now, Jay-Z claimed he and Kaepernick had spoken before the deal was finalized, saying that they disagree on the tactic, but they're marching for the same cause. Now, Kaepernick's fiance, Nessa, those of us who remember Nessa, she used to work at Hot 97. Kaepernick's fiance said Jay-Z and her boyfriend, Colin Kaepernick, never spoke beforehand. So many activists are now pointing out that allowing Jay-Z to work with the NFL without Colin suggested that the league was using his absence as a PR move. Now, Jay-Z tried to come back and defend his deal by saying, we're past kneeling. It's time for actionable items, which Jay-Z to say we're past kneeling was such a horrible thing to say to people of color, a slap in the face to Colin Kaepernick, who he was defending before he struck this NFL deal. So I believe at this meeting, if you guys remember that footage when Jay-Z was sitting at a table with the commissioner of the NFL, Roger Goodell, I remember also Desiree being in that meeting. And I also remember seeing Angie Martinez at that meeting. So Jay-Z tried to emphasize the importance of social justice initiatives outside of the protest. So that's basically a nutshell of why Nicki is unleashing. And Nicki is bringing up some great points. If you remember, D. Haven, Jay-Z's best friend, came out and wrote a book and basically is kind of aligning everything that Nicki has been saying. And Nicki knows that her life is somewhat in danger. She thanks people on Twitter for helping to keep her son safe, helping to keep her safe. And she also gives a shout out to Republic for helping her release her new album, PF2. So this is kind of in a nutshell what is going on with Nicki. And Nicki is not holding anything back. And if you ask me, Nicki Minaj is saying a lot of things that other artists, male artists, I have to say that, want to say, that don't really have the guts to say. I've heard some male artists say something about Jay-Z, but then they kind of just go away. They kind of stop. If you do remember what Bobby Shmurda said that Rock Nation is hiring all of the hackers, hiring all of the bots. And if you take a look at what Desiree's daughter said in terms of her phone being hacked, her husband's phone being hacked, other artists saying that their phone was hacked, or there's bots, so other social media platforms saying there's bots in my chat, or where did this come from? Now, it kind of gives credence to what Bobby Shmurda was saying. Bobby Shmurda's career went to, pardon my French, shit after he got out of prison. He was on a high, signed to Rock Nation, and now Bobby Shmurda is nowhere to be heard from. So, you know, Jay-Z, Rock Nation hiring hackers and bots. Jay-Z is supposed to be a man of the people, a man for African-American people. But it doesn't turn out, based on all of the evidence and the proof that we're looking at, what he did to Colin, what he did to Bobby, what he did to other artists, taking that deal away from Jermaine Dupri, who was actually offered that deal first. It seems to me like Jay-Z undercut Jermaine Dupri and took that deal. So this is in a nutshell what's going on. And if you respect hip hop, if you love hip hop, you do have to listen to Nicki and respect where she's coming from. You can admire an artist, but you really don't know who these people are. You really don't know. And I think the most important tweet that Nicki gave was Obama calling out Black men to campaign. I didn't see Jay-Z. I did not. Jay-Z was nowhere to be found during that time. I don't know how his relationship is currently with Obama. I know they were cool. I don't know if that is still a thing. But I will say, in regards to this, it's very shocking, alarming, and disappointing to find out that this is what Jay-Z has been doing for years. You can name a lot of artists. What happened to Emile? Where is Emile? You know, what happened to a lot of these? Where is Blue Cantrell? What happened to a lot of these artists that were signed to Jay-Z? It seems like Credence, it seems like Nicki Minaj has been spot on.
Christy O, I appreciate you. Hit him with the outro we talked about earlier.
Okay, this is Christy O reporting for Mrecktv News. And I will be here to give you guys the latest hip hop news. I will be here to break it down for you guys in a clear, concise way so you guys can understand what's going on for the Mrecktv family.
I appreciate you. All right, I'm gonna hit you behind the scenes.
Anytime.
All right.
No problem. Bye-bye.
Let's get it, y'all. Salute. Now, Christy O, she has a background in news. She reached out a few times and gave some great assessments. Mute your audio, caller. Mute your audio. And grade some.
I'm right here, brother.
And
yes,
she gave
sir.
some great assessments. And I was like, once I found out she had a background in news, I said, oh, say less. Let's get it, caller. State your name, where you calling from. You got a minute or less, so hold your breath. Let's get it.
Hey, brother, you gave me my name, man. You're right about giving out nicknames, because you said Big Lil Mike, and then you said Lil Big Mike, and I chose Lil Big Mike, brother.
Little Big Mike, what's going on, good brother? Look, I got.
Oh man,
let
me say
on the Rec Mall. Let's get it, Little Big Mike.
Hey, let me say this real quick, brother. Let me say this, man. First of all, much love and respect to you, the host. Much love and respect to JR. You know what I mean? We might have had a disagreement, but that's how brothers get. And now I got nothing but love and respect for that brother and all my real ones in NYC.
Nah, right? It's all love. Look, we all a family. Now we can
yes, sir.
Disagree to agree, but nevertheless, we family. Let's get it, Little Big Mike. You got the floor.
Okay, well, what I'm gonna try to keep this short and sweet, but I got some impactful things to say.
Okay.
First of all, I'm what you call an active Israelite. I coined that phrase, active Israelite, because you can't practice something that you are. And you're an Israelite too, brother, whether you know it or not. All right. So when I hear things, I study the Bible. That's what keep me grounded and keep me from doing dumb things. And when I hear things like Jehovah or Hove or anything like that, that's nothing to play with. So, some of the people that's posting up Cash App, stuff or whatever they doing, super chat saying it ain't a big deal. It is a big deal. You shouldn't play with that. But listen, I'm gonna say this here about Nicki Minaj. That sister right there needs to be protected. We need to support her right now, in a very strong way. Her new album. We need to reward her for what she's doing, because this is an Israelite sister that's speaking out. You know what I mean? If she's getting blackballed by Jay-Z, then we need to actually reverse that right there and start streaming some of her music, especially anything she have out there that's positive. You know, I don't want to see Jay-Z do bad, go down. I don't want to see 50 Cent or any of our brothers and sisters that's made it. But at the same time, you know, if they're not doing things in the correct fashion to help us as people, we need to cut our support off. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, the ones that we should be putting light on is MCs like Nas, his positive music he made. Ice Cube album, Death Certificate, back in the day, that was a piece right there, great time piece. All of Public Enemy music, KRS-One, you know what I mean? We need to put the spotlight on, you know what I'm saying, MCs like this here, instead of putting the spotlight on MCs like Jay-Z that never really made anything that's positive, brother. You know what I mean? I mean, let's just keep it real. He spoke a lot about himself. A lot of the music he made was about how much money he got, jewelry, and stuff like that, which is cool for the club scene, but it's not doing anything to really uplift your spirit. You know what I mean? So,
got you.
Like I said,
Yo, Little Big Mike, I ain't gonna hold you, my guy, but you're going for the Nobel Peace Prize, and you know when you do that, you got to send something in. $sign Mrecktv is the cash app. I ain't gonna front. You going on 4 minutes, good brother. You know what I'm saying?
My bad, brother. But I was in the minds right there with that anyway. And that's it, brother. You know what I mean? I just want to speak my piece and let people know what it is.
Nah, but definitely send something in though. Just send something in. You know what I mean? Make it look good. You got to make it look good. So you wreck mob. You know what I mean? That's
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Lock me in.
You. All right. Salute. Let's get it. Peace. Peace. Mute your audio, good brother, and talk directly in the phone, because we want to get you crispy, good brother.
Yes. Can you hear me?
You sound far away, man. Your phone sound a little spooky. I'm be honest with you.
You got me?
It still sounds spooky. The wreck mob going, gonna rip you apart in the roast. Yeah, much better.
Yeah.
Much better.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
So I'm just calling in back to the HOV thing. You had the one reporter lady on there said that she called out Christians. 1 Corinthians 5-8 says there are Lords many, there are gods many. Each Lord must have a name, and each God must have a name also. That's in the Bible, 1 Corinthians 8-5. Now, and then back to she called out black men as being Trump supporters. Black men, it's 30 million blacks in the country. It's more majority of black women that voted for Kamala Harris. And the only thing the election proved is that in married households, black women went against their black husbands and voted for Kamala Harris, and white women didn't go against their husbands and they voted for Trump. So for every black man in a married household that voted for Trump, the wife went against her own husband's best interest and voted for Kamala Harris. So she's wrong on that fact as well. And have a blessed day. I'm going to send some money in, too, to the Wreck Mob. Love you, man.
I appreciate you. Let's get it. Everybody has their own thing. You got freedom over here. It is what it is. Salute to the Wreck Mob.
What's happening?
What's good? Who this?
Caked up and dangerous out of AZ.
All right. Salute. Let's get it, good brother. You got 30 seconds or less, so hold your breath. Let's get it, bro.
Quickly with it. Hey. Where there's smoke, there's fire. It ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. All I got to say is, oh boy, been doing crooked stuff. Go back to when he first came out with Foxy Brown when she was 15. He was pulling up in that new thing, and she was 15 in high school doing stuff. So that's all I got to say is, oh boy, been doing stuff, and people, it's all coming to light, man. All them guys in the old school days, they old and washed up. They get your old ass out the way, man. sit your ass down somewhere. It's AZ.
All right, let's get it. Run the likes up, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second, call. I want to make sure the Mrecktv mob doing what they got to do with the like button. How many likes we got, y'all? Somebody tell me where we at on the likes. You know what I mean?
896.
896. All right. Hold on 1 second. Mrecktv mob, get the likes up. Thank you too, bro. 896. Let's get the likes up, man. Let the likes match the people in the room. We got 1,500 people staying in the room. Let the likes match the room. Come on now. Let's get it. Cost you nothing to hit that like button. Let's get it. All right, run it up, 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 run it up. Salute to the Mrecktv mob. All right, caller. State your name, where you calling from. Keep it clean. You got 30 seconds or less. Let's get it.
Yo, it's B, man, from Pensacola down here in Florida, man. But first and foremost, man, Jay-Z, if a black man want to call himself God, he's God, man. We got to stop using this Bible stuff and this Israelite nonsense against our people. And to the caller, no disrespect, but if anybody killed hip hop, it was people like Nicki Minaj coming in with that corny Pink Friday Roman Reigns. Jay-Z may be a lot of things, but the brother brought the culture back, man. Stop acting like Jay-Z not that dude on the mic and he can't rap. It's not in my top 5, but the boy can spit. That's all I gotta say. Salute Mrecktv, salute the mob, man.
Salute to the Mrecktv mob. The Mrecktv mob gonna speak their mind. It is what it is. They not gonna always agree. You know, everybody's respectful. Let's get it. Salute to the Mrecktv mob. Peace.
Yo, peace. What up? It's Dumbo Phil, baby.
Dumbo Phil, you know the deal. Look, you can't be calling me on speaker or AirPods. You know, you got to speak directly in the phone, Dumbo Phil. You know what I'm saying?
I took the speaker off. My bad.
Nah, you good. You good. You went from Albany Projects to Dumbo. You don't know how to no more. You know what I mean? I'm just joking. Let's get it, Dumbo Phil.
Yo, man. God works in mysterious ways. But yo, listen, man. If you're from the town, if you're from New York, everybody know Jay-Z always been acting like he's a Sagittarius, so he's super emotional. You know what I'm saying? Like when Nas was getting at him back in the days, he was paying Hot 97 to keep playing his joints. He's kind of stopped Nas's Summer Jam performance doing Ether because Nas was gonna hang him. You know what I'm saying? From, you know, I don't know if you remember all of that back in the day, but you know, anything that's going against him, he gets super emotional. Even back when Big and Nas and Wu-Tang was on top, after Reasonable Doubt came out, he was like, yeah, you know, after Volume 1, it's gonna be my last album. He was gonna retire because the spotlight wasn't on him. You know what I'm saying? He was super emotional. Then Big died, and you know, Nas was going through his situation with his mom, so he had to take care of that. And Jay kind of like became number one. Then X and Ja came out, so that was really his competition until him and Nas got back into it. So you know, Jay just he you know, he's an emotional cat, and if you go at him, you know, they'll do stuff like play behind the scenes stuff, and you know, take people accounts, like, you know what I mean? Like even after when Nas did what he did. And when Nas won the battle, Jay-Z came up to the radio station arrogantly on Angie Martinez, thinking that he was going to win the battle. And Angie Martinez had to announce that Nas won. And Jay-Z was up there stuck for words about the clock. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the type of dude that he is. You know what I'm saying? You're dealing with an emotional dude that don't handle his candle. Then he wanted to go at Nas and this is his baby mother. And I left condoms on the baby seat and all that. Like, come on, bro. He's what you, man. Listen, I was never, if it wasn't for Big dying, Jay would not be in the spot where he at. And I always believed in that. So I just wanted to drop that off, man. Jay's a sucker to me. Facts. Man. You know what I'm saying? Like he need to handle his candle for real. And I hope that all that and you know what time it is with that son and all that. You know what I'm saying? So I hope all that shit come to light too. My bad for cursing. I got you.
Hold on, yeah, Dumbo Phil, you over there? Yeah. Dumbo, you gotta send some of those Dumbo dollars over here. You feel me?
Yo, yeah. I'm gonna look at the Cash App and I'm gonna send you some. It's all love. Just look out for it.
Yeah, $ Mrecktv. I appreciate you, Phil. I'm just joking, but yeah,
you already know. I just wanted to drop. Nah, real talk. I just wanted to drop that off because people that's not from here, they need to know how Jay and them was playing back in the days, and they've been playing these type of games. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt. Dumbo Phil. Appreciate you, King.
All right, one.
Let's get it. If you go over your time, you curse. That's a penalty, okay? You got to send something in. We got my brother JR. Salute, JR.
Yo, salute, bro. Salute, Rec Mob. Yo, that dude had me dying just now. But he got me rolling. But I had to call in, yo. That one call before this guy, before Dumbo, he was wilding. He was wilding. Yo, listen, Rec Mob, get into your Bibles, bro. Don't forget the Bible. Get into your Bibles. That man was wilding, son. I just wanted to put that out there. Oh, and also, peace to Little Big Mike. Salute him, B. Oh, it's the Little Big Mike. Salute the Little Big Mike.
Yep, he saluted you. So that's what's up. I'm glad y'all was able to piece that up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it was never nothing. It was just misunderstandings. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people, they hear the wrong info. It is what it is. Now we ain't going back to that.
Sometimes,
but I do appreciate.
Look, JR. Sometimes the Rec Mob go at it. It's all good. You know what I mean?
It's all It's love. It's love, man. And I did appreciate his call today, though. He was on. Listen, man. I'm with him. We got to get into our Bibles, man. This dude is wilding. I ain't throwing the Bible away for no Jay-Z. Like, son is outside of his mind. But yo, you already know, B. I'm talking to you. All right, you all right?
All right, JR. Salute, King. All right.
Salute, B. What?
The Rec Mob is at it again. Salute, Janie B.
Hey, M.Reck.
What's going on?
I know you noticed this, but I'm just going to say it out loud because ain't nobody else saying it. Jay-Z stole Big L's whole flow. He stole his whole way of walking, the way he hold his head, everything. Jay-Z was not doing all that before Big L.
That's interesting. I know, I'm going to say this. Jay-Z and Big L got a classic freestyle together, right? I'm going to say that. Now, everybody know who smoked who. You know what I mean? I'm going to leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, you remember that classic freestyle with Big...
Exactly. And Big L tore his head off.
Pause.
Yeah, pause. But I'm a woman, I can say it.
Yeah, you're a woman. You know, it is what it is. JD.
But look, I want to say this to him, Mrecktv, if I may.
Yeah, you got
Jay-Z allegedly killed Carrie Hilson's career, Maya career, and Blue Cantrell. Now, here it is, years later, Carrie Hilson goes on the Breakfast Club, and she says, what happened, it wasn't even her fault. And then it comes out to be true. They don't even apologize. They go back and block more of her blessings. Look at the Breakfast Club.
Yeah. I did see a clip. So she did a whole interview on the Breakfast Club?
She did a whole interview, and they asked her that question, and she walked on eggshells even answering it. She said, I have to be careful answering this because I don't know if they're going to come after me again. She said, they are going to come after me again. She said, but I never went at her. That they wrote it. I sung a song that they made me sing, and then it was blamed on me. And the lady that wrote the lyrics came out and said she did it and got attacked for it. What? But then they, who is the they? They went behind the scenes and stopped her from getting jobs again.
That's crazy.
So the first Bays did the same thing again. Now she ain't nowhere.
Wow. So I'm gonna have to watch that today. Thank you, Janie B. Always put me on the game. I did see a clip.
And thank you to JR.
Yo, shouts to JR. He found that clip. Shouts to you and JR. You know, the 50 Cameron clip from Talk with Flea, Cameron show. Appreciate you, JR.
You know my son be looking that stuff up and he gone. So.
Oh, okay. Wow. All right.
When I send you clips, I'll be having my son to do it.
Oh, got you. I appreciate him. What's your son's name? Let me shout him out. Samaj. Salute. Samaj. Janie B. Salute to the whole Detroit. Thank you for rocking out and holding me down.
You know we got you.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you too.
Right, peace. What up, though? Shouts to the whole Detroit. Peace. Mute your audio. Mute your audio, caller. Caller, mute your audio, please.
Hello. Hello?
Yeah, you live. State your name, where you calling from. Got 30 seconds or less.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Jamrock Mike again.
Jam Mike.
I get it.
You on a marathon today. This your third, fourth time calling me.
No, it's because I just got the program. I'm trying to listen to find out what. But the caller that you had, the news, she explained. I was trying to get what Nicki Minaj was saying.
Correct.
So no, I got it. So I just want to make my assessment on it. No.
Okay.
So what and remember, anything you just cut me anytime if I'm going too far. What I was saying is that it's so one of these Jay-Z decided to come out with Tidal. No, Tidal would be in competition with Spotify.
Correct.
So Jay-Z, it's a brilliant idea because he has all of the rappers and he's giving them stakes in it. Brilliant idea. But as we say that the powers that be, these big corporations, they may have interest in Spotify. So they'll come to Jay-Z now and say to him, hey, you can't do that. And Jay-Z will be like, because he's not the type who will go up against them. He's like some people are saying he's a sucker. I ain't going to say that. But he's not the type to go up against them. But they'll give him some big deals, like saying, yeah, we'll make this easier for you if you sell Tidal. You understand? You have to stop that. We don't want you to go any further with that because we want Spotify, the record industry. This is the way we're going now in order to control like the music thing. That's all I wanted to say.
Got you, my brother.
All right, cool.
Mike Jamrock. Salute. Let's get it, y'all. We live. Run it up. We live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Okay. I'm gonna bring you up to speed. Let me bring you up to speed real quick for the people just now coming in the room. Nicki Minaj is claiming that Jay-Z cut her water off. She tried to go live on Instagram and she's locked out of her account. Okay. When she went off on Jay-Z via Twitter yesterday, she tried to go live in the wee hours of the night on Instagram and found out she was locked out. So that's why we doing the live today, and that's where we at. Caller, state your name. Where you calling from?
Man, Wreck Mob, man, what's cracking, man? Hey, man, save my number. Wreck, this Traumatic, man. You know what I'm saying? Traumatic El Guapo, the Hanso, the neighborhood quote, man. You already know, man.
It's been a minute. Traumatic, talk to me, man.
Hey, man, yeah, man, I think, man, first off, Nicki Minaj got bigger nuts than a lot of you niggas, man. And I'm gonna be 100 with that. And I'll give her some her props for doing what she doing, going against Jay. I ain't got no issue with Jay really like that, but we know Jay get down grimy, man. I mean, that's part of what made him people like him, you know what I'm saying? Like, but the money, you know what I'm saying, sometimes get to cats, you know what I'm saying, where they stop, you know what I'm saying, really caring about the hood or whatever. I mean, I think it was kind of weird on his part to support Colin Kaepernick, and then when it came to the bread, though, he said, "Hey, man, we think we passed this kneeling." You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. That was kind of crazy to me, man. So, like, I feel like it's like integrity-wise, man, money come before integrity when it comes to Jay. You could just see that, and you know, next question Jay got to figure out is, what Puffy probably gonna be wondering, like, where was you at, or if he gonna cut him off? I don't know what happened with that. I thought Puffy was your man. You didn't show up for him at all. I mean, what's that about? But you know, I get it, but I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Because at the same time, man, if that's your boy, I mean, you couldn't come to his hearing. I mean, but this stuff with Nicki Minaj, man, I feel like that's like, man, that's crazy work right there, man. She want $200 million. I mean, I ain't mad at her, man. Go get your money if you can get it, because he got a good team. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be hard to get that money out of him. But yeah, this is a crazy situation.
All right, my brother. Salute to you, Traumatic.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Mrecktv Mob. Let's get it. Run it up. Run it up. Get the likes up. Let's get the likes up, y'all. We live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Caller, state your name, where you calling from. Got 30 seconds or less, so hold your breath.
Yo, M.Reck, this is Jay. I'm calling from Peoria, Illinois. I just heard Sis on there talking about how Jay, he stole Big Hit L whole flow. But not only that, he steal whole flows, songs, everything. I just want people to research Payroll Never Changed. Payroll Never Changed. Jay stole the whole song. I think Kanye helped him steal it. Whole song, flow, cadence, hook, everything. Payroll Never Changed. Shout out Payroll. Rest in peace, Chicago, Illinois. I'm going to let you go ahead on that.
All right. Salute. Let's get it. Run the likes up, Mrecktv Mob. Lines on fire. Peace.
Yo,
You live.
can you hear me clearly?
You live, good brother. State your name, where you calling from. You got 30 seconds or less, so hold your breath.
I'm Truth About Joker from the Bronx, and I'm just calling. If you remember, Little Mama jumped on stage with him, and then her career went down the drain. Well, she did an interview recently. She did an interview recently. I don't know what the podcast is called, but you can look it up. And she talks about it. She talks about it, how Jay-Z blocked her too.
Damn. But I mean, I'm gonna say this, man. Let's be real. Little Mama, that was some bullshit she pulled. You know what I mean? Jumping on stage. You know what I mean? And then
she said she was feeling the love.
She was feeling the vibe or whatever it was. And then she tried to get Beyonce to go with her. Beyonce Beyonce was like, yo, you ain't gonna cut my water off. Little Mama cut her own water off. That right there wasn't too smart. I'm gonna be honest. I don't care what vibe you was feeling. I don't care what high you was feeling. That wasn't a smart move. You know what I mean? You got your water.
Matter of fact,
cut off.
You could find it quick by putting Little Mama Cries an interview about Jay-Z or something like that. And it's like a year ago or maybe a couple of months ago. I don't remember.
Yeah, nah, I got you. I'm gonna do that, but damn, Little Mama was out of pocket for that. I gotta keep it real. She was out of pocket. You know what I mean? Because Lucky, I ain't gonna go there, man. Because imagine if that was like MOP or somebody, or allegedly, or you know, what the Locks or somebody, or the Woo. Imagine if that was the Woo and Little Mama pulled that. She probably would have got drop kicked off stage, man. I'm just saying, allegedly. Allegedly.
50 jumped on stage when Diddy, T.I., Jay-Z, and all of them was on stage, and 50 jumped on stage, and then Diddy slapped his rear behind, Jay-Z's rear behind.
Yo, pause.
That's on video. That's on video.
You got it, fam. I appreciate you. Pause. Yo, y'all crazy. Salute to the Mrecktv Mob. Leave Little Mama from East New York. She should know better too, man. You know what I mean? You wasn't supposed to do that. Peace. She wildin'. You know what I mean?
Hey, Reck?
Yeah, you live. Who this?
This is Christy O. I want to respond to something a caller said.
Well, what they say? Yeah.
The caller was saying that a lot of Black women who voted for Kamala, their husbands were voting for Trump. And I think that my point completely went over his head. My point was that Nicki is saying that Obama, if you watch the election, we all saw Obama make a call out to Black men. Nicki's point was that Jay-Z is the brother, the Black billionaire brother that should have been the number one person campaigning. So the caller that called in and said, all of these women who voted for Kamala, their husband voted for Trump, I think he's talking about something more personal for him. We're talking about Nicki, and her point is that Jay-Z did not respond to the call that Obama put out. Nicki is just talking about mentioning the hypocrisies. So thank God you got some smart people in your chat, because I was reading your chat and a lot of people were like, I think what she said went over your head. I wasn't talking about voting and Black women voting for Kamala. I'm talking about the disparity and the hypocrisy of Jay-Z being the brother to come out for his people, but he was silent during the election. That's the point that Nicki was making. And in regards to Jehovah, yes, it is blasphemy to refer to yourself as Jehovah. That is what God, capital G-O-D, that's what Jehovah means. So I think that I'm not sure it's Bible, or that he may have been talking about how men can call them. Look, I don't know. I'm not getting into any of that, men calling themselves gods. I'm talking about in terms of Christianity. Yes, it is a sin and it is blasphemy to refer to yourself as hope. So that's what I was just calling in to respond to. I think he might have been talking about more of a personal situation to himself, but that's not what, you know what I mean? Because he seemed a little upset when he was talking about it, you know? So I was kind of laughing when I was listening. I was like, some of the people in the chat were like, I don't think that was her point. But I just wanted to clarify and state that point to respond to him.
Got you, Christy O. I appreciate you.
Yes.
All right.
No problem. All right. Bye-bye.
Peace. Let's get it. The Wreck Mob. I love it. Salute to Abdul on the second super chat too. I'm trying to get to these super chats, but the calls keep coming in. Let me hold off on the calls. Let me get to the people that have been supporting. Shout out to Abdul, Latif, Shakur. How do you steal since 1989? We tear down bandwagon since Puff 13 platinum albums. He got skeletons, but he is solidified. He has carried New York since 96. Jay-Z put his work in. That's a fact. So I agree with Jay-Z putting his work in for a long time. Shouts to Abdul Latif Shakur. We can't deny the legacy since 1989. Hova, wow. That's a fact. Appreciate the super chats. Let me see. Let me get to all the other super chats. Give me a second, y'all. I'm gonna get back to the calls. I got to do my job right here. Salute to everybody on the Cash App and the super chats. I'm trying to give everybody a voice. I'm trying to, make sure I shout out everybody on the super chats. I got a job. Take a lot of calls. Doing the engineering work. Yeah, giving you updates. Yeah. Let's get it. Salute to the Wreck Mob. We here. Okay. Salute to JR. Salute to SJ. Salute to Janie B. Salute to Christy O. Salute to everybody, man. Salute to Traumatic. Everybody who called up. Everybody who Wreck Mob. This Wreck Mob thing is a money train. All right. Let's get it. Let me get these calls rolling again. I'm gonna rock out probably another couple of minutes. I gotta get me something to eat. It's lunchtime. Damn, it's 1. I'm thinking it's 12. What the hell I'm doing? Damn. Give me a second, y'all. I got y'all. Damn, time be flying. I'll be putting in work for y'all. Salute to the Wreck Mob. I appreciate y'all, but I definitely be putting that work in. Make sure you go watch the So Reckless new show by M.Reck. All right, let's get it. See what's going on. Why? Okay. I'm not seeing this shit. Who is this? 38. Peace. Peace. Caller, you there? Peace. Next caller. Let's get it. It said the line is ringing. I'm trying to answer it. What's going on? Let's get it. All right. So if you call, just keep calling. I'll answer it. I don't know what's bugging right now. Right. Facts. This live was so lit, he lost track of time. That's a fact. Get to the bag, Junior. That's a fact. Live was super lit. I lost track of time. Nigga, I'll be forgetting that I need to eat early. Well, it's 1. It ain't too bad. I'm going to give me some lunch. So on that note, I'm going to get me something to eat, man. Run the likes up. I'll get back to y'all later on with more updates. Of course, I don't see nobody else covering, this. Everybody else is, they're playing politics. They acting spooky, scared. The shit that Nicki was talking about. So you gotta give Nicki credit for standing on 10 toes and, confronting the situation. Because everybody's scared of Jay-Z and Roc Nation and all that other shit. But salute to the Rec Mob. We ain't scared of nothing over here. But on that note, double deuces and bubble gooses. I appreciate y'all. Make sure you leave comments in the regular comment section. Make sure you watch the So Reckless show. The link's in the chat room. Make sure you download that Spooky Hours app in the Apple and Google Play Store. I appreciate y'all, man. Leave those comments in the regular comment section. Let me know how you felt about this live and everything. Thank you. I appreciate everybody. Double deuces and bubble gooses. We gone.
Sneak dissing, we don't see the competition. I drop off a ransom note that your art is missing, nigga.
Pays in full with the money, or she gon' get her fingers clipped off like Lil Sonny, huh?